Chicago area nonprofit MedGlobal has been on the ground in Gaza for months, providing medical care and helping with humanitarian efforts.
We've told you about their work before, and now a new documentary is shining a light on what they're doing and what they're experiencing as well. It's called Khsara, which means to suffer loss in Arabic.
I'm a board member for MedGlobal. It's a medical nonprofit NGO that works to reduce healthcare inequities in low resource settings and conflict areas. It's very helpful when physicians can join these missions and go on international relief trips supporting the local healthcare staff. I think oftentimes what happens is you'll see that there are natural disasters that take place all across the world. There are all of these different conflict settings. There are refugee crises, migrant crises, so many different things that affect people that have nothing to do with what took place or have no responsibility at all. I think that's what's special about being a physician and being able to get involved is you don't have to take sides, you don't have to have a say in anything that's taking place here, you don't have to become political. You can just go there and directly work with the people who need you, who need your help.
That was just a clip from the documentary from an ER physician who works on the ground there. Joining us now are MedGlobal co-founder Dr. John Kaler and Jamila Shillo, the film's executive producer. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Dr. Kaler, I'd love to start with you. You've completed multiple medical missions to Gaza. Why was it important for you to participate in a documentary and to get more of an expanded view of what's happening on the ground?
Well, I think it's no matter how many times you experience it, it's very, very difficult to explain in words what's going on. So a wonderful documentary like Jamila has done helps explain in pictures and in sound. Having interviewed and a long discussion with two of our folks that have been actively involved there, as well as the pictures of all the others that have been involved there. So it's very important to have this visualized because it's such an important finding. You can't transmit it in words.
Yeah. Jamila, you focus on the medical efforts on the ground. Why was it important for you to highlight that specifically?
I think that in the middle of something so catastrophic, right? And as someone who is Palestinian, I think that sometimes we need to take a moment and realize that there are people out there who are literally doing their best to help others. And for me, it's really, as a Palestinian, I think it's really important to showcase the heroism of these doctors, the heroism of the Palestinian people, their dignity, and to let them tell their own story. I think the perspective of the documentary is from the perspective of the doctors, and they're the ones on the ground and they're seeing it in the moment. So you feel it as they're experiencing it. So there's footage that we have where you feel like you're gonna just cry along with them, it feels hopeless, and yet despite something feeling so hopeless, despite what's going on over there feeling horrific, they still get up every single day and they still do their best to help the people that need it.
And we're seeing the face here of one of the doctors who was chronicling her journey throughout this. We kept seeing her with maybe like a cell phone. She would come off of doing a medical mission and then come to the camera and tell us about it. Dr. Kaler, this is just a way that you got to see this raw feeling of this human side of the work that you guys are doing.
It was unbelievably raw. And as a parent, to see children and young children and older folks that are going through this and feel it through Dr. Tammy's words, and more than her words, you can see it on her face, you can hear it in her expressions, was just a very, very moving experience.
Jamila, I think when people feel something, they are more likely to take some kind of action. What is your goal, I guess, with putting this documentary together? I mean, we've been talking about how it really will make people feel things and seeing these images. So what is your overall goal with telling these stories?
Okay, so if I was going to say that I had an overall goal, is that I never want to make a documentary like this again. I think if this if this truly had like a huge effect, then we can go back and say that this is not needed anymore, because we now can give medical care to anyone that needs medical care. We are no longer creating man-made catastrophes where children are dying needlessly, where families are being torn apart. So, you know, if I personally had an overall goal for any form of media that I created, is that I would never have to create a form of media like this again. I wouldn't have to raise awareness because awareness would not be needed. But I think that if I was to drop it down to like maybe a smaller level, it's to cause people to act in whatever capacity that they can act, whether it's simply just sharing a post on social media, donating money, calling your congressman, anything that you can do to make the world a little bit of a better place. I want you to do it. And if this film inspires you to do it, then I've achieved some of my goals.
Yeah, I thought it was really powerful to hear the doctor say you don't have to be political, you don't have to take sides, you just have to be there to help people. So Dr. John Kaler, Jamila Shillow, thank you both for taking time to join the show and tell us more about this documentary. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.